I want to show you on a Windows machine how to run a Java program from the command prompt. So some of the Windows machines in the labs may have the command prompt on the desktop, and if so, you can just click the shortcut. But let's assume that your machine doesn't, and so the way that you can get the command prompt is to come to the Windows Start menu, and then you can just search for command prompt. It should appear as the first option there, and so you can click on that and it will open the command prompt, which looks like this. Now you will notice that on this example I already have the BlueJ project with the two programs here. My first program is the one that contains the main function, and I have that project stored on the desktop. And so what I need to be able to do in the command prompt is navigate to where that is. So the way I'm going to do that is U: is net files by default, so we want to change to the local machine. So I want to do C: and hit return. Right? And so now I want to change to, how do I get to my desktop? Well, I type cd space /users /your net ID. In this case, mine's going to be B. Lawson. Right? You can see that I'm sitting there. Now if I do a dir, which will give me a list of the contents of users B. Lawson, I have the desktop folder there, so I can cd to desktop. There I am, and hit return. Now if I do a dir, it should show me all the things that are on the desktop, including the folder containing my first project. So let's cd into my first project. So I'm in users B. Lawson desktop now. Let's cd to my first project. Tab works here as well, so I can hit my and then hit the tab, and it'll complete all that. Hit return, and so now I'm in users B. Lawson desktop, my first project. If I do a dir, it shows me my first program class in Java, my second program class in Java, as well as the other things that BlueJ provides, just as the Windows Explorer shows me. So if I want to run the program, my first program, what I do is I type Java space the name of the program, which is my first program. Don't put the period, don't put Java, no extension, just hit return. And you can see that it comes back and it runs that main method just like we would have done through BlueJ right there, except now we're doing it in the terminal, and so it prints out that hello cruel world message. What if I tried to run my second program? Now remember that my second program does not have a main. The only thing that we could do in BlueJ was to create a new object of that type. There's no main that we can execute. So let's try it here. Let's just do Java. My second program, again, the tab works for us here, so I can just hit tab after typing capital S. Now I don't want the dot class or anything else, so I'll just backspace over that. And if I try to run it, you can see here that Java's telling me there is no main method. So in order to run a program from the command line in Windows or from terminal in Mac, your program has to have a public static void main method, just like my first program did. And that's all we're going to use the command prompt for at this point. We'll be using it a lot this semester and for some other things, but for now that will suffice.